Hey there, everybody. I done didn't watch no dang Game Awards today because I don't know, mainly because I was working all day. But I hope we're out there. Well, but hey there, Dylan. We are live. If nobody comes in because they're busy watching the Game Awards, that's my 8 o'clock bell. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Hello, Elgato Plays Stuff. But yeah, Tomar, the Game Awards just ended, but no Bloodborne. No, but a lot of encouragement for making Elden Ring, I hear. I refused to watch it so that this title would remain correct, and mostly I just didn't watch it because I was working like right up until like a little after 7:30. But now here we are, and I have no plan for the stream today. So all I could say was I did not watch the Game Awards. But yeah, I did hear Elden Ring won Goaty. We got a Goaty. Today's stream goes out to the Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. What does that mean, the Blackstone Bureau? Is that related to... I heard something happened at the end where someone came on stage and said something about Bill Clinton. Also, John G, thank you for resubscribing for 18 months. You've earned your 6th Tomar Emerald and spent a year and a half. I don't know, I accidentally hit the beep button. And spent a year and a half in the subscriberverse. Thank you so much for that, Joan G. What a lovely opening. A full 18-monther. That's what the kids said. That's literally what the kids said. The Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. I don't know what that means. Ringo155, thank you for resubscribing for 4 months now. Hi, Tommy. Do you love Bill Clinton too? Wouldn't say I love him. I don't know if I'd say I loved any president I lived under, but he's a person. He's a person too. Carl Timlin. Like, I was too young to vote for him. Dylan, thank you for the 10 bits. They announced Hades 2. I heard about that. Thank you for letting me know, Dylan. Carl, thank you for resubscribing for 13 months. Tomar, I'm going to spend about $240 on a new Warhammer 40K set this Saturday. Do you ever play any board games? It's rare these days for me to play board games, but yes, I guess I occasionally do. I don't play Warhammer though. I don't think I'd be willing to make the financial investment in playing Warhammer. That's everyone I've ever spoken to on the subject has made it sound like a somewhat expensive hobby. Like rewarding, I'm sure, but expensive. Colonel Cheru, thank you for rating us with a party of 25. Welcome aboard, Cheru and Cheruites. And Lenny, thank you. 19 months. That's a new record. This calls for some Jew harpery. Thank you, Lenny, for being, as far as I know, the first 19-month subscriber for the channel. Tomar, what if you had sleep paralysis and Gadget climbed on top of your chest and then did the Kennedy kick dance? I assume you mean Gadget from Rescue Rangers, just given the context. I'd be very upset. I'd be very upset no matter who did the Kennedy kick dance on my chest. If my own daughter came and did the Kennedy kick dance on my chest, I mean, I wouldn't hate her for it, but I'd be upset in the moment. Linux son or Mac daughter? What does that mean, RB? Is RB's gaming? Linux son or Mac daughter? I don't know what that refers to. Tomar, if Bill Clinton told you the only way to say... We just got another raid from Lanipater. Everybody's coming and raiding us. Do they just want to... They want to offload their streams and get back to watching the Game Awards, I guess. Thank you, Lanny, for dropping in with your 101 participants. Wowie wow. Oh, the Game Awards are officially over just now. Perfect. I missed them. I didn't watch the Game Awards, for anyone who's wondering. That is the topic, because I was working till 7:30 today, Pacific time. Tomar's Big Adventure won Game of the Year. No, I already know it was Elden Ring. I knew that. Elden Ring Game of the Year and Bill Clinton. Now everyone's just going to be talking about Bill Clinton because of this. Presumably, what I've been told is Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Okay, some French kid walked up on stage and said something very random and ended with Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. I don't know. There might actually be. See, Reformed Orthodox Rabbi doesn't make sense to me because Reformed and Orthodox are completely separate denominations of Judaism. So it just sounds like word soup to me. Like some kid just strung a bunch of English words together. It doesn't sound like it's trying to be some kind of deep message. Yeah, it is like saying Protestant Catholic priest. Exactly that flea flicker. Let's see. I think the kid said it was code for the location of the third Tomar Emerald. Oh, okay. Thanks for clarifying, Liv Hardman. MVR, thank you for the $20 tip. Happy Hanukkah, Tomar. Keep on being your awesome self. Thank you very much. Happy Hanukkah / Christmas to you too, even though we're early for both. But why not? It's December. That's why I'm wearing the hat. So I'm in no place to talk about who's early or late for anything today. MVR 53 though, thank you for the $20. Happy Hanukkah. Oh no, I read that one. Josh Feener, I had missed. Thank you for resubscribing for 13 months. Holy cow, the Game Awards on Tomar's birthday. It's not my birthday. You knew that. You know it's not my birthday, but to those of you who are just tuning in, everyone tries to claim it's my birthday just about every stream. My birthday is in March. That is all I will say. Now, back to everything else going on. Borderline Psychotic, thank you for resubscribing for 5 months. Tomar, congrats on winning like 5 Game Awards for Ragnarok. Yeah, I figured God of War would sweep. Does anybody want to see what my picks were? And these are my picks. These were not predictions, by the way. These were just my picks based on my preference. I know I shared this earlier. I could just go to sheets.google.com and find it too. But now here we go. All right. Let's take a look at this. You can also see my predictions from last year, which I never bothered to share just because, I don't know, it didn't come up. Because Game Awards seem like they're always deliberately held on a Thursday, because I swear it was Thursday last year too. And it was almost all the same categories, except they added Best Adaptation. Who won Best Adaptation, by the way? OJ Tunes, this is for you. Okay. It's actually Thursday every week. What? What? Oh, Arcane won it? Oh, okay. I personally would have pulled for either Cuphead or Cyberpunk Edge Runner before Arcane. Not to say Arcane's bad. It's a beautiful looking show. But I'm a sucker for Studio Trigger, and a very good friend of mine directed the Cuphead series. So no, Cuphead is not super funny. You still have to look at it as like a children's cartoon first and foremost, which I get is probably works against it with the voting base of the Game Awards. Because I thought it was a well-made adaptation. It's well animated and it's fun. Tell that to Cuphead Rule 34, Tomar. You're coming from the other side. Oh, I see. No, you're refuting my idea that it's a children's show. Well, it's a children's show. The Rule 34 will be... Rule 34 literally means it doesn't matter that it's a children's show. Anyway, that's the whole point of Rule 34. Okay, Tomar's Game Award picks. Here, it's spreadsheet time. We have a spreadsheet here. Let's blow it up. Control plus this. So these were my picks from last year. So yeah. Let's lock this column in place. Freeze one column. And then we can go over here. Okay, cool. So I picked Game of the Year and Best Direction, Elden Ring. I figured God of War would sweep, but I still gave Best Score in Music to God of War. Or sorry, to Elden Ring. Chris Judge, I hear, got it, which it doesn't surprise me. Like, that's easily the most, like, iconic character / voice in the whole mix. You know, the man who saith boy. Whoops. Got ahead of myself. Haven't played any of the games mentioned for Impact. It's like a rule that to get voted for Impact, you have to be like something really obscure and artsy. No, I don't even know. I both of the last 2 years, I don't think, yeah, literally haven't played any of them. I copied it. I copy pasted that from 2021. Best ongoing, I gave to Genshin Impact last year. I could have given it again, but I don't even play Genshin Impact anymore. So I just said, who cares? Then, yeah, for Best Indie, I gave to Tunic. Who won Best Indie? Who actually won it? Again, I didn't watch the Game Awards today. But, here, let's make it even bigger. Stray won Best Indie? Are you kidding me? Stray won Best... Oh, that's upsetting. Tunic is such a freaking good game, and I think Neon White is still better than Stray. I played through all of Stray. It's such a average game. It's not bad, but it's unremarkable. It's just it's like 95% linear with like some collectible crap that has no influence on the end of the game. It's not bad. It just, Tunic was like amazing. I thought Tunic was really, really, like, had so much love put into it and so much thought. Like, I'm not saying Stray didn't, but as a game, not just as an experience, like, Stray is I don't know. It's hard for me to put it into words. It was cool to play a game where you're a cat, but it's like a 3-hour game. I mean, maybe like 5-6 hour. It's a little thing with like good production value especially for an indie game, but overall just kind of like get from point A to point B. And you know, I don't know. Tunic had so much cool innovation to it, and like the combat was challenging, and like evolving was like, it had RPG elements, but it had a lot of like Zelda-ish stuff. And the whole manual thing was super cool and innovative. Finding the pages to the manual to like unlock the game's secrets. Like, I don't know. I was really rooting for Tunic. Best mobile game, I don't think I play any of those. Best community support, again, I meant nothing to me. Innovations in accessibility, again, no idea. Best AR VR, I don't play anything besides Beat Saber. We missed a few things. Most excellent, 5 minutes ago. Thank you for resubscribing for 14 months. It is most excellent of you. Dilapidated Man, thank you for resubscribing for 12 months now. You've earned your 5th Tomar Emerald. Congratulations. You know, I highly recommend Tunic to anybody who knows nothing about it, hasn't played it. I think it's a phenomenal game and probably one of the best indie games of the year. Neon White I really liked from a gameplay perspective, much more so than from a story perspective. Action game, I gave to Neon White, again, for gameplay reasons. Best action adventure, I gave to Tunic. Who got best action adventure? Was that just Ragnarok? Yeah, I mean, I wanted to see Tunic win something. I'm sorry. I voted for everything I saw Tunic in, I'm pretty sure. Because that was like the standout, like, sleeper hit for me this year was Tunic. By the way, Tyler, thank you so much for the 30 bits. This award goes out to my friend, Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Joshua Tomar. Thank you. Quote, a French child. Thank you for that, Tyler. Fracula, thank you. We have another 19-monther. Fracula has subscribed for 19 months. Okay, CD Mon, thank you for resubscribing for 4 months. Merry happy holidays, Daddy Tomar. Thank you so much, CD Mon. And Ryogu, thank you for another 19-month subscription. Thank you so much. Noodle, I see Noodle with the stray there. Okay, Sake 5700. Oh, and Dylan, thank you for the 10 bits. Al Pacino called it God of War Ragnarok. Wait, did Al Pacino do the announcement for one of the categories? And he called it Ragnarok? You'd think that it's not like Ragnarok's a new concept. Al Pacino was the first presenter. Go figure. Skelly KGP. We have a new subscriber, Skelly KGP, and Carl Timlin. Thank you for the 60 bits. My favorite indie game of all time was Walk of Dragons Sugma. Diabolical that it wasn't even mentioned once. I've never heard of that either. Walk of Dragon. Let's write that one down at the bottom of this list. Look up Walk of Dragon. Okay. And then wait. So yeah. Tunic. Then Elden Ring, I voted for Best RPG. Who actually got Best RPG? Do we know? Out of those, I voted Elden Ring, even though it got Game of the Year also. Oh, it did get it. Good. It deserved Best RPG and Game of the Year. Best Fighting, I honestly would have... I didn't care that much about Best Fighting. I probably would have given it to Sifu in terms of like what I've played. But I just wanted to see JoJo's win a game. Anything with... The idea of seeing a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure thing win a game award was just exciting. Otherwise, I would have picked Sifu as my second choice. Like in terms of games I actually like. I think it's a better game. But Multiverse won Best Fighting. Yeah. How much did they pay for that? But no, like, I get it. It's like, it's the latest Smash clone thing. I'm not that surprised. I'm really not. Lego Star Wars. Oh, yeah. I didn't take the Best Family one too seriously. I hadn't played any of those games. Kirby, it makes sense Kirby won. I haven't played the Kirby game. And the only reason I played Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, did that video ever come out? We had a sponsored Lego Star Wars thing for Oni Plays that we recorded not super long ago. Maybe like a month ago. Oh, that did come out. Oh, okay, Dylan. Did it get old listening to me say the full title of the game over and over again? McClunky. Let's see. The new Kirby game is awesome. No joke. I guess I have to check that one out, MVR. I am kind of accustomed to just thinking of Kirby games as baby games. Like, not that I don't enjoy them, but McClunky. And then I didn't care about any of these categories because none of them felt applicable to me. And then I was just pissed off that one of the content creator things just had Mob from Mob Psycho as his photo. The Gungies, Haas and Pepperoni. Best debut indie I gave to Vampire Survivors, although again, like, I think Neon White was on that list too, and that would have probably been my second choice. But Vampire Survivors, the fact that it got a nomination, I really did want it to win something. Does anyone know who won Best Indie Debut? Oh, Ludwig. Oh, Ludwig won what? Content creator? Oh wait, Stray won Best Debut. Oh, Stray sweeping the indies. I think that's corruption. Why would Stray win? That's the only thing that upsets me so far about this whole thing. That Stray won 2 awards and Tunic won 0. Think about that. Anyone who's played both games, think about that. Ugh, that's robbery. No, yeah, I love Vampire Survivors and that whole genre that's been emerging. Um, the Cuphead show I gave, I think we talked about that a second ago, and then that didn't win because what's it face the stupid League of Legends thing got. I mean, Arcane, that really beautiful animation thing, and and Hogwarts Legacy was my vote for most anticipated. It was that between that or Zelda. I'm guessing Zelda probably won that. Did Zelda win that? Like I that wouldn't upset me. Yeah, I have played V Rising Light Space. I really enjoyed V Rising. I mean, for as long as it lasted me anyway. Once you finish the content, I personally don't think it's got a ton of replay value, but I did enjoy it. It was Breath of the Wild 2. Yeah, not a big surprise. I was honestly torn between Hogwarts Legacy and Zelda, but the truth is, like, Hogwarts Legacy is just in concept is something I've been anticipating since I was like a wee babe. Just the idea of like a Hogwarts simulator thing always just seemed like the coolest idea ever. I have no idea if it's gonna live up to that. Hollow Knight Silk Song. What are you saying about it? I'm excited about Hollow Knight Silk Song, but that wasn't an option now, was it? I'd love to get to play another. No one wants to support Hogwarts because of J.K. Rowling's. Well, sorry that my childhood dreams trump J.K. Rowling's political leanings. But yeah, I'm still excited for Hogwarts Legacy. Ha 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 ha. So Skelly, I thanked Skelly. Carl, thanks for the 50 bits, but I'm not going to read your message because it's lewd, it's vulgar. Lord Smoky Jeff, thank you for resubscribing for 6 months. Tomar, I need your magic luck for finals, please. Here, let me just cast a little. There you go. That was for you, Lord Smoky Jeff. I hope your finals go well now. Tomar, you could play Hogwarts RP before the game releases. Hogwarts RP? You mean like just go roleplay on like a forum? I don't understand. Or like a tabletop game? I don't need that. You're never going to be able to disconnect JKR from anything Harry Potter. People just gotta accept she knows how to use the IP. She'll never let it go. Why? I wouldn't let it go if I were her. It's Harry Potter. Trevor Plays Live, thank you for subscribing. We have a new subscriber, Trevor Plays Live. And Carl Timlin, thank you just now for the double gift to Miss Cassie and V Roxas 32. Tomar, sing the Harry Potter theme. Sing it. Let's see. It goes. Like now I'm blanking on the tune. I'm blanking on the how the man. I know I want to look it up, but I'm gonna get like copyright striked if I play it. No. Why can't I remember the Harry Potter? Hold on, I just need to listen to like 2 notes of it. Just give me a sec here. I know that's enough for Warner Brothers to copyright strike me, knowing them. Let's see. And Google's just like crapping the bed on me here. Oh, wait. 1 second. 1 moment. We might have a slight dropout. No? Okay. We're good. I realized I had left my VPN stuff connected, and I just disconnected it. All right. All right, I just need to hear this. Oh yeah, do 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 do. There we go. I literally see. I just needed to listen to like 1 note of it. Do 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 do. Okay. There we go. We got it. All right. I was like, I got state performance anxiety or something. It just completely fell out of my head. Estes Soup, thank you for the 45 bits. Tomar, one of my professors, hasn't responded to my emails for over 5 days. Can you work some of your Tomar magic on him, please? Well, no, I can't. Your professor actually, I hate to break this to you, Estes Soup. Your professor told me that he's sick of you. He thinks you're stalking him. Wait a minute. Yes, it is a him. You did say him. I was like, yes. No, he really doesn't like you, Estes Soup. He's been avoiding you. He's hoping you'll just drop the class. Every time you talk to him, he says his hair stands up on end and he gets and he feels like he's in the film It Follows. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Estes Soup? I mean, I don't think Tomar Magic's going to work on that. I'm sorry, Estes. I'm so sorry. No. Here, I'll give it a shot. Respond to an email. All right. Tomar, you're literally bullying Estes Soup. Oh, stop, Puzzle Ferret. I think it's obvious when we're joking. Except Estes Soup sends the frowny face, and now I already feel guilty. I don't think any of that's true, Estes Soup. I think your professor probably just like doesn't check their email or is like doing that thing where you're working from home and you're not really working. I don't know. I really don't know. Tomar, your blue Jewish Santa hat is triggering me as a good Christian girl, says Amy Lay. So sorry. But you know what? It's blue. It's blue like the colors of Hanukkah. We like our blue and white. Oh, I love the way that looks over the green screen. I don't know why. Anyway, was Tomar joking when he grabbed my little sister's ponytail at MagFest 2020? What? Was there even a MagFest 2020? You know what? I guess it would have been before the pandemic started, wouldn't it? Yeah, I guess I did that, Wild Woody. But you forgot the part about how I flung her 15 feet off the balcony. But whatever. We don't have to talk about that. No, I love your blue Jewish Christmas hat. It warms my heart as a Christian man. Well, thank you, Human23. The reality is that Jaxie grew up in a household that celebrated Christmas, and I don't want to deprive her of Christmas cheer this time of year. It feels so wrong. So even if I didn't grow up a Christian, I just want everyone to have a good time. Yeah. And then as you can see, I didn't care about any of the remaining categories. Tomar taking the Christ out of Christmas. Oh, don't act like I'm the first person to do that. Consumerist America has been doing that since like the 1920s. But to me, Christmas means what all the holiday specials I saw growing up told me it means, because that's my main exposure to Christmas, until I was an adult. And that is just the spirit of giving and human kindness, and I like that. I'm willing to run with that. Christmas means you. I'm not working, Mr. Scrooge. Crush it. I even just watched Mickey's Christmas Carol for the millionth time yesterday. Golden Pen HD, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Tommy, I'm just reeling from my wisdom teeth surgery. I think I'm going to call it a night. But what should I draw for you for your next Tomart? Oh, I don't know. I'm not good at coming up with ideas on the spot, Golden Pen, but I do hope you feel better. Maybe draw something involving your wisdom teeth being removed or something. It doesn't have to be Tomar related. If you wanted to be Tomar related, you could make me into like an evil dentist or something. There, you gave me the idea. There, run with that. But seriously, have a good rest. And yeah, or do something Christmas themed, as Hazmat suggested. An uncommon guy said just Tomar in a blue Santa hat. There's, where did they come up with that idea? Who knows? Dentist the Menace. Have a good night, Golden Pen. I hope you feel a lot better, and I hope they gave you some good drugs. Tomar pulled Golden Pen's teeth, confirmed. I don't remember confirming anything. I heard Bill Clinton converted Tomar from atheism after he moved here from the UK. Oh yeah. He converted me from that's why I stopped the Pondering Llama channel. It was all on Bill Clinton's influence. Worm Odyssey for most anticipated game. I'd vote for it, Samachango. Clip Tomar saying, I hope they give you good drugs. Why? I do, Nat Succubus. Did you hear about the kid who snuck up on stage? Yeah, I did hear about that, Joan Bone. My mods were all like live chatting it on Discord. So that was like how I was kind of keeping up with the Game Awards while I was doing my work. I've been waiting since 1993 for Worm Odyssey. It's gonna happen, claims Wild Woody. I sure hope so. we need more Worm Odyssey. Cobalt J, a first-time chatter, came into chat just to say the words Bill Clinton. That was the funniest moment of the year for me, bar none, says Runiclus. We all like the Bill Clinton. I gotta see the recording of this. Let's get this back to 100% zoom, and then let's look up. Do you think that there's anything on YouTube already for just Bill Clinton? I don't know. Bill Clinton Game Awards. Did anyone upload anything yet? 26 minutes ago. Let's see, this is 40 seconds. This looks like the kid.
And we create the games we want to create and do our best because of you. Thank you so much.
I think if God of War Ragnarok came out just a few months earlier,
that kid behind them wasn't
chance.
Supposed to be there.
Real quick, I want to thank everybody and say that I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
That guy?
It feels like he was told to do that by like a 4chan thread or something. I don't know how to interpret that. That's something. Charlie, thank you for the 10 bits. Been expecting the day I get my wisdom teeth out for like years now. According to my x-rays, they're growing in sideways. Yeah, I've been lucky so far. I've had at least 3 wisdom teeth come through non-impacting. Just a lucky fella. Yeah, I know, right? Like he didn't feel like he was fully there of his own volition. He felt like he was being puppeted by some other power. You know what I mean? The French kid who did the Bill Clinton thing. I told the kid to do it. From Soft is making a Bill Clinton. I want to see that Armored Core 6 trailer. Do you guys mind if I look that up too? Armored Core 6. Just came out 44 minutes ago. I got to see this. I've never been an Armored Core guy, but obviously the Souls series has turned me into a FromSoft fan, as it has many other people. So let's see what they got. We're watching this together. I'm going to be quiet for just a moment. Thank you, The Walnut, for resubscribing for 8 months. Subscribers. And all that. It's a lot of anticipation. But I guess that's appropriate for a trailer that you plan to release at a live show. If Armored Core 6 is just like Elden Ring with sci-fi skins on it, sign me up already. Feed the fire. Casey Fair says it is. And thank you, Big Black Whale, for the congrats on Little Maya. Oh, never mind. This is just another sequel to Death Stranding. Just about a robot with a big backpack. This is all like, none of this looks like gameplay footage. What the game is going to be based on that. So yeah, just hoping for them to recycle their like Soulsborne engine with cool sci-fi theming to it. Oh, and then it goes straight into Death Stranding 2. What do you know? I'm just going to scrub through this real quick. I don't really care, but I kind of care. Norman Reedus got a cute pixie cut. There's the little baby. Oh no, Norman Reedus is actually back. Hey, there's Armored Core. This is a crossover. Oh, I remember her. She was in the first game. Now that I hear her voice, it all comes back.
It's time for you to hit the road.
Norman Reedus looks exactly the same with his hair color swapped out. He doesn't look like he aged at all. Literally just has gray hair now.
It was APAC, a private
Manual raid. Maxilla for Raid is doing a quote-unquote manual raid.
Till the morning.
Well, I just gotta mark my calendar for that one.
Hello?
I'm not marking my calendar for that one. No, it's... I am one of the weird people that did like Death Stranding. Oh, and now an hour of soothing and... Okay, let's not... That is going to get me copyright claimed. But cool stuff, cool stuff. If I think of anything else to look up. So, I know one of the most anticipated games was Breath of the Wild 2. Was anything new released for that? No. The last thing that came out for that seems like it was a couple months ago. Tears of the... But I actually haven't seen that trailer. Would you guys mind? I don't watch a lot of these Nintendo Treehouses. I'm gonna... Let's take it back. Thank you, by the way, Jerban1, for resubscribing for 6 months. You've earned your third Tomar Emerald. Happy holidays. Waking up at 5 a.m. for a Tomar stream is a joyful occurrence, I must say. Well, welcome from wherever in, I guess, Europe you're hitting us up from. Is that in Europe, 5 a.m.? Sounds right. And Dylan, thank you for the 10 bits. Check out the Dead Cells and Castlevania crossover. Oh, is that a real thing? Yeah, I will check that out. I don't know. Now that I see this, I feel like I have seen this trailer. No, maybe I haven't. It looks like Breath of the Wild 1. Not that that's a bad thing. That's all you got? That's all you got? Coming out May 2023. All right. Hey, at least it's soon if it comes out on time. And then, yeah, you were saying something about what? Castlevania Dead Cells something? What is that? An hour ago. Is this it? Oh, it's just DLC? That's got to be like a dream come true to make an indie game and then get to do an official crossover with Castlevania. They even got someone to animate this whole thing. I mean, I use the term animate loosely, but it does move. No, it's like limited animation. It's very anime inspired. Oh, that's pretty dang cool. Okay. Great effects animation. I love this song. Everybody's favorite Castlevania song. What is this? This is like, is it called Vampire Slayer, or am I confusing that with another song? Bloody Tears. Thank you.
A miserable little pile of secrets.
Well, it's just a fun trailer.
What is a Mar?
Oh, how long has this trailer been out? This is the announcement trailer from 3 years ago. I mean, I am excited for that game, but let them take their time on it. The good thing about indie games is usually once they've had their first success, there's no need to rush another one because they're not burning through money with a giant staff. Did someone say Vampire Slayer? I said Vampire Slayer, but no, it's Bloody Tears. Because, like, when I first heard that song, it was like something from, like, you know, LimeWire or Kazaa or Morphe. One of those P2P things where, like, half the songs were, like, mislabeled. So I've always thought that song was Vampire Slayer because of that. That's my excuse. Mac G. Hosterson, thank you for resubbing for 4 months. Thank you very, very much. And perhapsually, thank you for resubscribing for 4 months as well. Didn't get a free Steam Deck. So sad. Wait, what were the terms for getting a free Steam Deck? Perhapsually. Was there a sweepstake going on with the Game Awards or something? Apparently they're arranging like 51 Castlevania songs for all the music. It's nuts. That is nuts. You know what would be amazing is if they got a full symphony orchestra to play the whole thing too. That'd be the icing on the cake. That would also make the game really big. Well, no. I guess not. I mean, 51 high quality just like recorded songs. But I guess, yeah, games don't really use MIDI much these days anyway, other than games that like stylistically benefit from the sound of like of you know MIDI. For watching Bill Clinton, Reformed Orthodox Rabbi. Yes, I know about Bill Clinton, Reformed Orthodox Rabbi. Valve literally was pissing away money instead of fixing TF2, which I find really funny. Wait, what were they giving out a bunch of Steam Decks? Is that what you're talking about, Arby's Gaming? And is TF2 broken? Is there like a server side problem? Or did they push like some really bad client side bugs out recently? Have a good stream, Tomar/chat, says Dilapidated Man. I worked a 12-hour shift and I'm exhausted. Good night. You have a good night too, Dilapidated Man. I hope you awake less dilapidated. They also went 30 minutes over. What did? I don't know what you're talking about. There's a bot rush issue. Team Fortress 2, wow. That's a game that they deserve an award for longevity, if nothing else. Chris Judge's speech helped. Oh, you're saying the Game Awards itself ran half an hour over. Did Chris Judge do a really long, heartfelt speech? The Game Awards. 37-minute long speech. I think that is greedy. I think it's disrespectful to everybody else at a thing if you talk for more than like, I'd say 5 minutes is a good cap on award speeches. 30, okay. Dylan's saying it was not actually 37 minutes. Runicla's saying at least a 15-minute speech. I still think anything over 5 minutes is indulgent. If you have people you want to thank them. You shouldn't need 15 minutes to put that into words. Okay, 9 minutes says Omega, it's Atrix. All right, so at least it's sub 10 minutes. That's like less bad. But, just because I have an opinion on what an award speech is doesn't mean everyone has to follow it. But that is still my opinion. 5 minutes should be the cap, should be the cutoff. It was about 10 to 15 minutes. So they actually did play him off, huh? Venny on Live says. Tomar, if you don't give a 37-minute speech, you are literally not a gamer. Claims Gonzo's Razor. Why don't you ever believe me over everyone else, Tomar? Liv Hardman. What did you say, Liv Hard? Were you the one that told me it was 37 minutes? Is that what you're talking about? Anyway, because you gaslight me all the time, Liv Hardman. Jeff tried to push a few people off stage. It was kind of effed up. Filibustering the Game Awards. Maybe that was his intention. If that really was, then that's a funny troll. That's a lot funnier than the Bill Clinton thing. Al Pacino whispered that his speech was longer than any award show he had presented at. He whispered that, did he? 3-time Tiger, thank you for the gifted sub to none other than our very own Liv Hardman. They played the ending music. Wait, what did Tyler say? He said, they played the ending music for like 3 minutes and slowly made it louder until he stopped the speech. Funny that Bill Clinton is trending right now after the Game Awards. Well, we all know why. Tomar's favorite thing is giving. What's crazy is that kid just like stood up there next to all these developers who none of whom knew who the hell he was, but I guess like they just saw him there and he just seemed confident enough. They thought he was like someone working for the show probably until he started doing a thank you speech. They seemed confused. I felt like for a second, one of the guys up there was thinking about just kind of grabbing him. He was like, wait, should I stop this? Nah, it's not my job. Fronald 420 saying he's a white supremacist who's been on InfoWars. Is that really true? Like I said, he just felt like a puppet. He patted Miyazaki on the back. Miyazaki should have backstabbed him for a crit. You said could have. I say should have. Nat Succubus. Kid gaslit them into thinking he belonged. It's really not that hard. Really, confidence can make up for a lot. Especially at something like the Game Awards, which I bet doesn't have top-notch security yet. Incidents like that are going to slowly, I think, ratchet security up, though. Jeff actually shat his pants on stage, and for some reason nobody's talking about it. Is that a fact, Donk Chong? Did you get a Steam Deck yet? Asked Tacos Man. I actually did. It literally came the day before Maya was born. So I barely used it at all. And then on the way to and from my brother's wedding, I used it a ton. And I mostly just played the game Forager. And, what's it called? What's that one called here? Something like Rogue Legacy 2. Mostly Rogue Legacy 2, but like way, way too much Forager. But it's honestly, Forager's a great game to play in an airplane because it's just a time wasting game. Is Rogue Legacy 2 good? I mean, it's a lot like Rogue Legacy 1, but with a lot more stuff added in. I think Rogue Legacy 2 is pretty good. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10 tops, somewhere between a 6 and a 7. It's a good game. By 6, I don't mean like a D. I just mean like it's definitely like a good game. It's not like an amazing game, but it's good. Bill Clinton was quoted as saying, that kid is a Meshuggah. Was he now, Amy Lay? Tomar, actually, have you ever tried that's my comeback for everything today. Did he now? Did it now? Is that so? Tomar, actually, have you ever played Ziggurat? No, I've never played Ziggurat. Is that like it sounds like it would be a game about like city building or literally building a giant ziggurat. Look up Ziggurat on Steam. Okay. It's from 2014. Oh, and there was a sequel in 2020. It's got a really good score. Here, hold on. Let's watch this trailer together. Mommy! Oh. It seems like a tower defense game that came out at a time where there was like a million tower defense games being made. Is this what you were talking about? Oh, and it's like tower defense plus card game? Or not card, but you know what I mean, like deck building. Oh, it's more of a dungeon crawler. Okay. Than a tower defense. This looks cool. And it, like I said, it had like a 91 on Steam. And Mayor of Lucky Boy NV is saying that the sequel's even better. I gotta check out Ziggurat. Dylan's saying Tomar. Oh, it's too loud. I turned it down. I'll turn it down more. I didn't think it was that loud, but I also have fuzz on my ears. I have Christmas Hanukkah fuzz. So that might be the problem. Your beard is graying, old man. Thanks for letting me know, boiled egg flu. I hadn't noticed that. But yeah, so that's Ziggurat. All right. Well, now Ziggurat's on my radar. My latest multiplayer thing though has been Darktide. I finally got a little time to play recently, and I initially was playing a Psyker and wasn't really into it, and I switched to the Ogrim, the big ogre guy, and I was having way more fun as the Ogren. So that's what I'm maining as for sure. I'm a level 8 now. It's like they're amazing for crowd control. Like the initial weapon they have, the big club, I've just been upgrading that. Cause like there's other stuff he has that's like faster and stuff, but swing those clubs is amazing for crowd control. Even though it's a lot slower, especially the heavy attack, you can just like take out a whole row of guys in one swing. I love it. And everything seems to have knockdown. Yes, I love clubbing. Yes, Liv Hardman. Yeah, I know there's a shield. I saw at least one other guy with a shield yet. I don't think I've unlocked that build yet. Just level 8, like I said. I think it's more for the style of the game. A lot of people have been playing. Okay. Reuniclus said a lot of people have been playing Darktide. I knew Warhammer was big, but not that big. Yeah, honestly, I've never been that into Warhammer, as I said earlier in the night, but like their universe does seem cool, and they've and it spawned a lot of fun video games. Like I played a bunch of that original 40K RTS that came out like a billion years ago when I was in high school, and I liked Vermintide. And Darktide is just kind of more Vermintide, but it's sci-fi, which I've always kind of been more into than fantasy. Not that I'm not into fantasy, but it's still usually an easier sell for me to do sci-fi stuff. And the fact that it's like, you know, there's guns in it, like it's, it makes it more like Left 4 Dead, but I don't see that as a bad thing either. Taco Man 2341, by the way, thank you for resubbing for 14 months. And your boy Nolan69, thank you for resubscribing for 4 months. Taco Man says, cool. And your boy Nolan says, Tomar, more like Tomar. That doesn't really work when you say it out loud. Is it gunplay heavy, or can you make a melee build? Oh, I'm like 95% melee as an Ogren. Amy, like it's like there's definitely times where you want to use a gun, but like the ogre guns kind of like they're designed to run out of ammo pretty fast. You can't fully lean on them. Like melee is a huge part of the game. Yeah, there's at least 2 melee friendly classes and 2 like range friendly classes, and there's only 4 classes, so there you go. And obviously they all have specializations as you get to a high enough level. It seems like only one class is mainly a gunner, says Void Mayonnaise. It's been fun, and it's on the Xbox Game Pass, which is how I've been playing it, which is unfortunate because I understand some of the people I want to play with got it on Steam, and they don't support cross-play yet. They say they're going to, but who knows when. I really wish they just had added invite codes. I really, really wish they had done that. But I'm assuming there's probably some API stuff they have to figure out to make those two like systems play nice together. The coin game is a great arcade simulator. I recommend it. Taco Man, what's the coin game? Tomar, make a producer tag. What does that mean, Gumlad420? Make a producer tag. I don't know to what you refer. We got to wait for Tyler, Tomar. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait as long as it takes until there's crossplay between Xbox Live and Steam for Darktide. I'm not playing it on stream, which gives me more time to level up my character anyway and not come off as a complete hack when I do finally play on stream. Don't worry, Tomar. I couldn't watch the Game Awards either because I was working. Hey, yes, same Face Palmer. Same. Ghostly Ghoul GX has resubscribed for 9 months, earning his 4th Tomar Emerald. Building a model kit to this stream. Keep it up, Mr. Jack Timor. It is I, Jack Timor, of the Timor clan. Now, thank you for spending 9 months with us in the subscriberverse. Any plans to play it on Oni Plays? Darktide? We haven't talked about it, but considering we had a lot of fun with Vermintide, even though we didn't play a ton of it, I don't think it's off the table. There's something when you're talking about recording very soon. You know what? But I'm not going to do spoilers on here. No. Yeah, I know. I heard people did enjoy the Vermin. We even had fun with Vermintide. It just, like, it's just sometimes hard for us to, like, it's easier for us to schedule stuff where we meet up in person and we just sit down on the couch and just do it versus getting everybody. Like, it was easier at the start of COVID because we were all kind of forced to quarantine anyway. but it's hard getting the whole gang together for like multiplayer games. It's a lot more complicated because of the recording setup is a lot more complicated. That's the main reason we don't do stuff like that as much. Hey Tomar, how you doing, big guy? I'm doing fine, Smodgy. Elgato plays stuff. Okay, I'm catching people's internal conversations here in chat. Thank you, Vince, for resubscribing for 19 months. We got another 19er here. I hate when it makes that noise. Oh, I just hate it. And then Anonymous, by the way. Thank you for the $1 tip from Anonymous, who says, Tommy, tomorrow an early holiday gift should arrive to your P.O. box. I hope you get the chance to pick it up before next stream. I'll keep that in mind. In fact, I'm going to send a reminder to myself. Let's see, pending tasks. Oh, I finished this one. I like to use Google Tasks to keep track of things. I needed to make sure I recorded the new Redwood Bureau intro, which I did. And now, yeah, check P.O. box before Tuesday. And then we'll make sure that I'm going to mark that for Monday as a due date. There we go. Gotta love that. Gotta love organization and cloud synced stuff. Bricker G70, thank you for resubscribing for 3 months. You've earned your second Tomar Emerald. Glad Miyazaki said he's not done with Elden Ring quite yet. Yeah, that's definitely hype for DLC. Yeah, that's got to be an implication that there's going to be some legit DLC. Hopefully that's been in the works this whole time. Even though he made it say like, oh, it encourages us, but like, there's no way they weren't working on something. Then again, maybe they worked so hard on that game they did just take like a year off after they finished. I don't know. I don't know how Japanese dev companies work. I assume that when you're paying everyone a salary, you want to keep people working on something. Wait, you got a P.O. box? You want some random stuff from Hawaii? Absolutely, Charlie. Send it over. The P.O. box is listed right on my Twitch page. If you go to the little, if you scroll down, or if it's, I don't remember where it's laid out, but yeah, there's a P.O. box. It's for reals. Tomar, why did you wear a wig and pretend to be Kojima at the Game Awards? Because it was so easy, Amy Lay. Because I got away with it because I fooled those miserable hacks. No, I don't think I didn't do that. That would have been really hard to get back here in time. What's the plan for tonight, Tomar? Just chatting? I think it is Elgato Plays stuff. We've already gone an hour of just chatting. It's under fan mail in the About section. Thank you, Weeping Blade. And it's also, whenever I'm not streaming, it's in my little banner here in the chat. Tomar, or not, in this video window thing that we're in. You know what I'm talking about. Tomar, why didn't you drink at least 2 liters of water a day? Why don't you drink it? That's a lot of water, but I mean, I try. I do try. An hour of acting, a tad silly. What is that supposed to mean, Gerban One? I'm never silly. I'm always really serious. I don't know why you don't see that. Tomar obviously used teleportation magic to disguise as Kojima and teleport back in time. Tomar drinks at least 2 liters of Dr. You know, I didn't have a Dr. Pepper on stream today, but now it feels too late. If I start drinking caffeine at 9, who knows when I'll get to sleep? Who knows? Azuma, thank you for resubscribing for 17 months. Tomar's always serious, especially when he hates Canada. I mean, no, I don't really hate Canada. It's just funny to say I do and to insult Canadians to their faces. constantly. I actually sent you a DM a while back, Tomar. Unsure if you ever saw it, asking about VA work in your experience. I'm really bad about doing Twitch things, like checking my DMs. I'm sorry, borderline psychotic. I will try to have a look later. Yeah, I don't know what your question is. What's your question about VA work? Maybe I can answer it here on stream. What about the maple syrup? Yeah, maple syrup's great. Okay, Sake 5700, except we have plenty of good maple syrup from Maine and Vermont. So why do we need Canada again? Exactly. No. Tomar used experimental teleportation where it erases you and creates a new copy of the Game Award at the Game Awards just to kill Kojima. That's a claim by OJ Tunes. It's considered uncredible by experts named Joshua Tomar. Tomar fights Canadians on big rafts with his bare hands. On big rafts. Like, Canadians don't have rafts. They just float around on logs. They're all log riders, right? Or is that the title? What's that old weird animation? It's called like the log driver or the log riders. The log driver's waltz. That's what I was thinking of. That goofy old Canadian animation, the log driver's waltz. Let's watch that. Do you think that's under copyright? It probably is. It's boring, but it's a little. No, it's from 1939. Cineplex Odeon Corporate. Let's see if they catch us for this. For the log. Let's see. Disney animation 1939. What came out? Were there any? Oh, this is not good. Disney. Okay, I'm just gonna say Disney feature. What feature did they do? Did they not do a feature in 1939? I feel like they did one every year for like forever. Donald Duck film, Donald's Lucky Day. I just want Goofy and Wilbur. No, I just wanted a feature. Is there a feature? Donald's Lucky Day released in theaters. Yeah, it's because that's how people saw stuff back then. Goofy and Wilbur, Ugly Duckling, a hockey champ, Donald's cousin Gus, Beach Picnic, Sea Scouts, The Pointer, Donald's Penguin, The Autograph Hound, Officer Duck. Okay, Disney didn't release any features in 1939. This wasn't the year where they were doing all the Nazi propaganda stuff or the anti-Nazi propaganda stuff, was it? It might have been. This might have been like when the US government took over Disney to make propaganda films. I bet that is it. Oh, the Nazi stuff was 44. Then what were they doing in 1930? Okay, Pinocchio was 1940. Okay, they were working on Pinocchio. Let's say that. They were working on Pinocchio while the Canadians were making the Log Riders Waltz. That's all I'm trying to say. Walt Disney was technically in the German-American Bund. I don't know what that means, Gonzo's Razor. I'm not such a history buff, it turns out. Don't watch Betty Boop. There's a film with blackface on them. I mean, I think you could argue a lot of the Betty Boop characters were like minstrel based. Like, I don't know. Does Bosco, does he count as a Betty Boop character? Anyway. Up until 1944, most U.S. corps were actually pro-Nazi. They turned that around real fast, you can imagine. Oh, I feel like I have heard stuff like that. Like there were a lot of people like in the early 40s that were like, hey, this guy Hitler, he seems really cool. He's really got it together over there. There are like records of a lot of just like random celebrities going, yeah, this Hitler guy, I don't know, he's onto something. Whoa there, Kanye. I'm quoting, not literally quoting Kanye too. I can't win with you guys. We can't comment on anything without you taking it out of context. There's nothing worse than WB's Coal Black and Decebin Dwarves. I don't think I've seen that one, Amy Lay, but I'll use my imagination.
Cancel Tomar. Cancel Tomar.
Tomar has a portrait of Kanye on his desk. That's not true. I thought Kanye was lame before everybody else did. Prove it. You want me to show you my desk? It's messy. There's definitely not a photo of Kanye on it, or a photo of anyone. I'm pretty sure Kanye is set to appear in next week's Tomar stream, says Liv Hardman. Oh yeah, we'll have him on. He's gonna come on. He's gonna apologize to all the Jews, and everything's gonna go back to normal. Tomar's wearing Yeezys right now. No, this is from what's it called? The People Who Dress Me, because I don't know how to shop. What's that thing called? My brain just keeps rebooting. Stitch Fix. Thank you, 3-time Tiger. That's what I was trying to think of. This is from Stitch Fix, and this is just my Neat Girl Date Night t-shirt, which by the way is out now. I'm going to give a plug for Hitsuji right now. If anybody wants to play a dating sim about dating a neat girl, and as in NEET, not in education, employment, or training. I believe that's what it stands for. Then go check out Neat Girl Simulator. It's currently out. What is I don't know what a NEET is. I just explained borderline psychotic. A NEET is referring to someone who is completely non-participatory in the economy. They're neither, again, in education, employment, or training. In other words, they're people who like live in their parents', extra room and as fully grown adults. Not necessarily off the grid, but it's mostly, I think it's a Japanese phenomenon that starts with, is anyone familiar with the Lost Generation? It was supposedly the result of, I believe, the 1980s bubble economy, when you had a whole bunch of Japanese people who were all, going to college. And up until that point, there was like, just like a revolving door is not the right word, but basically you just went to a good college. Yeah. Hikikomori is the Japanese term for it, for like a NEET, I believe. But yeah, this whole generation that like went to college expecting to have a nice big salaryman job waiting for them when they got out, and then the bubble economy crashed, and not only was there no jobs for the people graduating, but a ton of the workforce just got laid off as companies shuttered like left and right. So there's just this whole generation where like some huge percentage of the people like graduating college around that time, literally like there were no jobs available to them, at least no jobs that required a college education. So a lot of them wound up becoming like reclusive. I get it. Like it'd be depressing to work your ass off your whole life trying to get a good job and then be told, yeah, we're out of those. There's no jobs left. Go figure it out yourself. So that's the explanation for, I think that's the origin of the hikikomori like trope and the NEETs and the Lost Generation. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me, but that's the bird's eye view of it as I've come to understand it. So this was all people who were like in their early 20s in like, did the Japanese bubble economy crash in the early 80s or the late 80s? That I don't know. I'm not good at history stuff and like timeline stuff. I always sucked at memorizing dates, but it was sometime in the 80s, late 80s, says Dylan. Mousebox. Oh yeah. Well, hold on. Infernal. Oh, you know what? I missed a bunch of stuff. Donk Chong, 10 minutes ago. Thank you for resubscribing for 5 months. Tomar, my friend Nick, is a big fan of Oni Plays. Can you call him a big stinko or a slur or something? Hey there. Hey there, Donk Chong's friend.
Subscription gifted.
You stink. You're a stinko, according to your friend, Infernal Kiwi. No, that wasn't Infernal Kiwi. That was Donk Chong. That was Donk Chong. Infernal Kiwi, thank you for resubscribing for 9 months. You've earned your 4th Tomar Emerald. Would you do a voice for Disney? Do you have to be rotoscoped, but you had to be rotoscoped into the film? Absolutely. without a second thought. I'd love to be in a Disney feature. But like, I mean, they don't make them like they used to. Everything's CG now. So I don't know. It'd be really weird for them to rotoscope me. How would you even... Rotoscoping's equivalent in CG would just be like mocap, right? Like I guess you could technically film someone and then do the CG on top of them. Even the live action. I don't know what you mean by that, PM Triox. Even the live action is CG. Tomar, would you mocap as a worm? Absolutely. I don't know how that would work, but if I had the opportunity to do it, 100%. Tomar, you get to voice in a Disney movie, but you have to play Kanye. I don't think I could reliably perform as Kanye. Do you understand what I mean when I say that? Like, Mousebox, thank you for resubscribing for 18 months. You've got your 6th Tomar Emerald. Heading out for the night. Good night, Tomar and Chad. Have a good night, Mousebox, if you're still with us after these last 3 minutes. Captain Squiggles, thank you for resubbing for 19 months in a row. We got another 19 here. Okay, I'm late, but yay, this is my last tow month before next year. Mine too. You don't say. Big Bouncing Bongas, thank you for the gifted sub to Crocodilian. And Minoyo82, thank you for the 100 bits. Just got home from work. Can we start this stream from the beginning? All right, Manoyo82. So something Bill Clinton, something Orthodox, Reformed Orthodox Rabbi, something God of War, something Tunic got robbed. That's a summary. That's a summary of the beginning of the stream. Tunic got robbed. Waves pen in the air. Azuma, thank you for the 100 bits. Kurt Zisa once said that Tomar is the East to Kanye's West. Care to comment, Tomar? No, I don't care to comment, Azuma. And I've lived on the West Side longer than I've lived on the East Side at this point anyway, I think. It might be, I don't know. Because like Atlanta and Philly would both be like East Side, and Florida would be, not that there's a rap scene in Gainesville, Florida. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm caught up. I'm all caught up now. Oh, there you go. Good, Benoit82. I'm glad. Bill Clinton is a reform. Tomar hates Hitler and thinks the Jewish people should never let go of that. I mean, I'm not a fan of Hitler, if that's what you're saying, Amy Lay. And I don't think we should let go per se as a people. But I mean, nobody's really let go of Hitler yet. We refer to him like universally as a sign of pure evil, which I think is deserved. Tomar, where does Michigan fall on your ranking of the U.S. states? I don't have a good ranking of the U.S. states. I loved Ann Arbor for the 4 years I lived there, but I moved away when I was 7. I don't feel like I could make a fair judgment either way, living someplace from 3 to 7. Arby's Gaming lives right by Ann Arbor. WTF. Yeah, my dad was finishing his degree at the University of Michigan, so we lived in Ann Arbor for 4 years while he got his graduate degree. Hitler's probably been in more video games than Mario. How many video games has Hitler been in? I mean, that wouldn't be surprising considering he's a real person and only Nintendo can legally put Mario in a video game. But Was Hitler in Persona 2? For real? Wolfenstein makes sense. All the Sniper Elite games. You're right. Probably every World War II themed game. No, I believe it. I believe it. Ann Arbor is pretty cucked now, Tomar, but I get my dentists from your dad's dental school. Well, that's cool. He already had his dental degree at that point. Yeah, my dad went to way too much college. He was at Michigan getting his public health degree. He went to, it was Temple. He got his dental degree at Temple. Then he got, and he also got his, then he got his DMD also at Temple. So he got all the way up to, I guess, that's DMD is like a PhD in dentistry. It's like an MD, but it's for dentists. And then he went to Columbia. So he was commuting from Philly to New York every week and just seeing me and my mom on the weekends for a couple of years. He went to Columbia for his master's in public health. And then he went to Michigan for his doctorate in public health. So he has two PhD level degrees. My old pop. But now he's a dean at the University of Chicago. So he never left the academic system, really. He worked at the CDC for about 5 years total, but otherwise has just been working at colleges my whole life. But I would never want to be in school that long. My God. That's something my dad and I don't have in common. I could not wait to get away from school, which I think is true for most people. Tomar's dad actually invented the left tooth. Little known fact, Liv Hardman. Yeah, my dad invented the left tooth. Turns out you only have two of them. Everything else is just extrapolation. You have just the left tooth and the right tooth. Top, bottom, that's an illusion. Only Fago Moon Mist. Wait, How to Dad for Dummies brought up Fago Moon Mist. The first time I heard about that was on the show Workaholics. It was they went to like a Juggalo concert, and Anders was begging for a Fresca, and he's like, "Here, try this. It's Fago Moon Mist." I really liked the first 2, maybe 3 seasons of Workaholics. Then I feel like the writing gets lazier and lazier, and all the 3 characters start being the same character. That's my opinion on Workaholics. I still think all those guys are talented, and Adam Devine's made a huge freaking career for himself since that show. Not so much the other 2, but I still think they're all pretty funny. And I'm sure they've been working. Like, I see them in stuff. Tomar, Rick and Morty review, go. That's another show where I really liked the first 2 seasons and then liked it kind of less and less as it went on. Tomar's dad, not that I hate it, because I haven't watched it in like 3 seasons. I didn't want to let myself hate it. So I haven't watched past season 3. Tomar's dad once said, "What if you tie your tooth to a doorknob and I slam the door?" That would be silly. I definitely proposed the idea to my dad before, and he told me never do that. Because like you read about it all the time, or you see it on TV, the whole using a door to rip your loose baby teeth out. Yeah, no, I agree, Haas and Pepperoni. Workaholics season 1 through 3 are very, very good. I feel this. I even think Broad City started really solid and then just became nothing. It just stopped being funny and started just being like it was just trying to tell stories. And I'm like, I didn't watch this to be told a story. I watched this to see another stoner comedy. Because I was into stoner comedies at the time. Who knows why? Tomar, did you ever accidentally eat a tooth? I think I did. I think my first tooth, actually, Gonzo's razor, because we were making such a big deal about it, and I was so excited to lose my first tooth, and it got so loose, and I wouldn't, my later teeth, I got into really playing with them, and I usually wound up yanking them out myself. But that first one, it was so loose, and I was like, if it falls out tonight, the tooth fairy's gonna come. And then I woke up in the morning and it was just gone. My tooth was just gone, and apparently I just swallowed it in my sleep. That was my dad's proposition. He's like, "Yeah, you must have swallowed it." But I'm sure the tooth fairy will find out and give you $1. Tyler says he did that too. See, I can't be the only one who swallowed my first tooth. Well, of course it was gone, Tomar. The tooth fairy took it. Good point, Amy Lay. Good point. Charlie, thanks for the 10 bits. I once lost half a tooth while I was eating a granola bar. Oh, that's not good. See, yeah, my worst experience was like in college, I was really bad about hygiene and visiting the dentist. I've been pretty good the whole rest of my life, before and after, but in college, I was just the worst. It was my first time living on my own. I was not Mr. Disciplined. Anyway, like the year after I got out of college and moved to LA, I was getting back into taking care of my teeth. And while flossing, I ripped half my tooth out and had to find someone who could do an emergency root canal because I was in so much pain. Like my tooth had somehow like half rotted. Like I was feeling like discomfort at the time, and I was like, oh, maybe I just have something stuck in there. So I went to floss, and just like my molar just kind of, I think it was a molar, like a top molar, just kind of split in half, and the piece just like flew out. It was not a good time. That was all in 2009, I want to say. So yeah, that's way behind me. Tomar literally rips out his own teeth in pieces. Not on purpose. Not on purpose, Sir Frog TV. Hearing tooth pain makes me wince, says Nicholas X. I get it. I know a lot of people who are like they can handle like the most ridiculous gore, but then when it comes to like something specific, like pulling teeth or like fingernails or something, that just makes them squirm, which I think that makes most people squirm. But just like people who like nothing else bothers them, but still anything involving like teeth or nails still does. Tomar, which Rogan stoner comedy was your favorite back then? I mean, I really like Pineapple Express, but does that other one count as Rogan, or is it technically what's his face? Not Mike Judge. What's his? I suck so much. I keep forgetting little things. Who made Superbad? That's the one I'm thinking of, is Superbad. Which is honestly, I guess, not even so much a stoner movie as like a drinking movie. Judd Apatow. That's who I was trying to think of. But yeah, I like. Does Meet the Fockers count as a stoner comedy? Tomar flossed his brain and cut off a rotten chunk today, guys. Bear with him as he tries to collect his rotten thoughts. I know, right? I'm aging, you guys. I'm aging fast. I mean, I've always had a shitty memory, but that's a good sign that it's just going to get worse. Yeah, Tropic Thunder's the blackface there, Uniclus. I don't think there was blackface in Pineapple Express. And also, Tropic Thunder isn't really a stoner movie either. How many Seth Rogen stoner movies are there technically, though? That Pineapple Express is literally the only thing that comes to mind. Yeah, Bat Turtle 123 says 1. Borderline Psychotic says there's 3. So name the other 2. Does Knocked Up? You're saying the end is near or whatever, or This is the End. Sorry, This is the End count as a stoner comedy? I like This Is the End. This is the End and Knocked Up. I can't remember if I've seen Knocked Up. No, I've definitely seen Knocked Up, just not in forever. But This Is the End I like too. But yeah, out of those 3, I think I'd still vote Pineapple Express. Even if it was just a timing thing, that's definitely the one I'm most nostalgic for. Tomar lived Knocked Up. I mean, technically, I have knocked up before. And I have undeniable proof. Oh no, it sounds like Maya's awake. Speaking of, I might end the stream a little early so I can go help Jaxie out. She seems so tired tonight. With that, you guys, apparently, yeah, we all summoned her just now with the Knocked Up jokes. I'm going to probably take off just a little early tonight, but I do really appreciate everyone coming here. Now I got to go be a good husband and dad. All right. Catch you guys later. Have a good night. And I'll try to check my DM borderline. Bye bye.